Welcome back to Bahamian Mathematics. Please make sure to subscribe, like, and share to see more videos just like this one. In today's video, we will be solving one-step equations, this time using multiplication and division to find the value of the unknown. Let's take a look at how that works. First of all, let's remind ourselves the definition of an equation. An equation is simply a mathematical statement with an equal sign. We can remember this because the first four letters of each one of these words is EQUA, which reminds us that there is an equal sign involved. 5m equals 25, that's an equation. E divided by 7 equals 6. 3 divided by g equals 9. 12r equals 108. They are all equations and they all contain an equal sign. Remember that our main objective in equations is to find the value of the unknown. And in this equation, 4j equals 24, the unknown is j. We need to find out what value j will take on to solve this equation. And the equation you can look at as having three parts: the equal sign in the middle, the left side, and the right side. The equal sign separates the equation into two parts, the left side and the right side. So let's imagine 4j equals 24 and break it down in terms of its terms. 4j really means 4 times j equals 24. And if we imagine a scale, everything on the left-hand side of the equal sign goes on the left side of the scale, and everything on the right side of the equal sign will go on the right side of the scale to keep it in balance. And so if we put 4 times j on the left, that should balance out with the 24 on the right. J is our unknown, and remember that multiplication is undone through division. So we need to apply a division sign on the left-hand side to get rid of the 4 to leave the j, the unknown, by itself. However, if we do that to the left-hand side, what happens to the right-hand side of the balance? If you remember in school, when you sat on a seesaw, if someone lightened the load on one side, it would be heavier on the other side. And so if we got rid of the 4 on the left side, our balance would tilt to the right. And so we have to apply the same thing to the right-hand side as we did to the left-hand side. And so we also have to divide the right-hand side by 4 to keep everything in balance. And if we divided 24 by 4, we would get 6. So j in this case would equal 6. So let's take a look at another equation, 8m equals 32. This is broken down into 8 times m equals 32. And again, if we imagine a balance, 8 times m on the left, and the equal sign in the middle, 32 on the right. But what is the value of m? Let's look at the steps required to solve to find the value of an unknown in an equation like this. We identify the unknown. In this case, it's m. The letters are the unknown. And then we identify the numbers being multiplied or divided by the unknown. In this case, it is 8 being multiplied by the m. We also have to take note of the sign attached to the number. In this case, 8 is positive. And we apply the opposite operation to both sides. Well, the opposite operation to multiplication is division. The opposite of division is multiplication. And so we're going to rewrite 8 times m equals 32 and apply the opposite of multiplication, which is division. And so we divide both sides by 8. And when we do this, the two 8's on the left-hand side will cancel out. 8 into 8 goes once, 8 into 8 goes once. And on the right-hand side, 8 into 8 goes once, and 8 into 32 goes 4 times. And we're left with m on the left-hand side equals 4 on the right-hand side. We've now solved our equation. So let's try one on your own. 12d equals 36. Identify the unknown. We know it's d. Identify the numbers being multiplied or divided. In this case, 12 is being multiplied by d. We take note of the sign. 12 is positive. And we know that 12d is 12 times d. And if we rewrite this, we make that equal to 36. We need to now apply the opposite operation to both sides. Remember, the opposite of multiplication is division. And so we divide both sides by 12. The 12's will cancel, and we're left with d is equal to 36 divided by 12 is 3. Another one. 9s equals 45. S is the unknown. It's being multiplied by 9. We take note of the sign, which is positive, and we rewrite this as 9 times s equals 45. We apply the opposite of multiplication, which is division, and we divide both sides by 9. Because we want to get rid of the 9 that is attached to the s. The whole point is to leave s by itself, the unknown value by itself, and therefore the 9's will cancel, leaving us with s equals 45 divided by 9 is 5. Now let's look at a different type. In this equation, k is being divided by 5, and that is equal to 2. And if we break that down into its parts, k divided by 5 equals 2. Imagining a scale again, we have k divided by 5 on the left, and we have 2 on the right. What is the value of k? Well, again, the steps are the same. We identify the unknown letter, which is k, and identify the numbers being multiplied or divided by it. In this case, k is being divided by 5. We take note of the signs as well. Everything is positive. And we apply the opposite operation to both sides. The opposite of division is multiplication. And so we rewrite k over 5, or k divided by 5, is equal to 2. And we apply multiplication to both sides. What are we multiplying by? We are multiplying by 5, since 5 is being divided by k. And so when we multiply both sides by 5, the 5's on the left will cancel to leave us with k is equal to 2 times 5 is 10. And now you try one. T divided by 7 is 3. The unknown is t. T is being divided by 7, and so we have to get rid of the 7 in order to leave t by itself to solve for t. Of note is that the line between the t and the 7 really means divided by. And so to undo division, we use multiplication. And so we rewrite t over 7 equals 3, and we multiply both sides by 7 so that the 7's on the left cancel out. That leaves us with t equals 3 times 7 is 21. One more. W divided by 6 equals 8. Again, w is the unknown we want to find. It's being divided by 6. And so we perform the opposite operation to division, which is multiplication. We rewrite w over 6 equals 8, and we multiply by 6 to get rid of the 6. W now equals 8 times 6 is 48. And now it's quiz time. Solve for the unknown value. You have 5 seconds. Time's up. T is equal to 3. How did we get that? If 5t equals 15, we have to divide both sides by 5 to cancel the 5's, and that leaves us with t is equal to 3. Question 2. Solve for the value of the unknown. Time's up. The answer is y equals 12. If we have y divided by 4, we have to multiply by 4 to cancel out the 4's. And if we do that to the left, we have to do it to the right. Y is equal to 12. Question 3. Solve for the value of the unknown. Time's up. The answer is r is equal to 9. If 2r equals 18, 2 is being multiplied by r, we have to divide both sides by 2. That cancels the 2 to leave us with r equals 18 divided by 2 is 9. Question 4. Solve for the unknown value. C divided by 6 equals 5. Time's up. The answer is C equals 30. If C is being divided by 6, we have to multiply it by 6 to get rid of the 6. And if we multiply the left by 6, we have to multiply the right by 6. The 6's will cancel, and C is equal to 5 times 6 is 30. And the last question. Solve for the unknown value. Time's up. Did you get this one? The answer is 1/2. If 2a equals 1, 2 is being multiplied by a, we have to divide both sides by 2. The 2's will cancel, and we're left with a equals 1 over 2 is 1/2, or 0.5. And now you've solved the mystery of how to solve one-step equations using multiplication and division. Well done.